how you doing? I'm Dharma, and this is going to be your daily tarot story. It's tarot, it's channeling, it's Lenormand, it's tons of fun. Okay, it's 24 to 36 hours worth of stuff that might come about in your life. Okay, more importantly, this is a tribe full of barefooted, winged, happy folks. Okay, and we are all typically on the same timeline. All right, that's why we hang out together. Please come and join us over on Facebook at the Raven's Nest. Too much fun. Tons of shenanigans all the time. We do the PJ parties and the new moon. The daily moons. We have a new moon right now. Okay, like right now, in this moment, at least from where I sit. I don't know how that works. Is it different across the world? Like if it's a new moon here, is it a new moon on the other side of the fucking planet? Is that weird for me to ask that? I never considered that before. Anyhow, from where I sit. What's up, Estrella? What's the topic? Pisha. Today, that's the topic. What's coming at us today? What is the vibe right now? All right. And the moon is new. So we're talking about a time of like, some people like to manifest on the new moon. They do. I always thought that the new moon was when everything was supposed to go still and black and just like completely clean slate and then take a moment to adjust in the place of nothingness. And then at the first quarter moon is when you can get after it as far as manifestation goes. It does feel like Friday. I don't even know what day it is. I don't. I stay right where I'm at all the time. All right. It is a off week, okay, in the U.S. We got holiday traveling and stuff like that going on. Things are a little different. We have one moon for our planet. Yes, that is a fact. There are other planets with multiple moons. Is that correct? I'm not really a space cadet. It was never really my thing. I like the moon because it's right there and I can look at it. Whereas I'm not a fan of the sun because it's hot and it blinds me. Like I'm not a very complicated creature. And then there's like the yin and the yang aspect, right? With the moon is for feminine stuff and feelings and emotions, and the masculine is, the sun and action taking and all of that. Is everybody here? Just about. Hi there. It's nice to see all of you guys. You ready to get started? This is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. I've been using it for a minute. I don't even know if I want to use this right now. Well, there's fruition. So somebody might have really, really, really great eyes. Like their eyes are done up. You can see it. But it feels like you're all, it does feel like that. Maybe you were expecting for something to come into fruition, but not right in this moment. All right. And what does fruition mean? Well, there's the masculine. This person could be ripped or really muscular or I don't know. They might show up. This particular masculine, if you pay attention to Raven type stuff, this masculine might show up when the moon does things. Like they might always show up on a new moon or a full moon. Like right when it's at its measurable point, they might roll with the moon phases. And you might be able to start to expect this from this person. But either way, the moon and the sun and the stars and blah, 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 all of that, it's at the right place at the right time. And somebody pops their eyes open like, oh shit, he really is right there. He really is coming to fruition right now. Okay, all right, great. We are going to be calm. Okay, and this is a love reading, right? So we are talking about a relationship. Let's say you are not in a relationship. This is still somebody that would make you be like, that they texted. Ow! The swans. Man, come on. It just rolled out like, blah, on my hand. Did you see that? Gross. Well, howdy, swan. When you get with this person, you might get really close to their face. It might just be like a thing that you guys do. It's a deep soul connection. And that might be how you know. You're like, they're coming back. They'll probably come back on the new moon. You may have said to yourself a couple of times, they'll probably come back on the new moon. Right there they are. The moon is new right now. The moon is, it's supposed to be, what, 4 o'clock? Did we ever answer the question about if on the other side of the planet it's full when the moon is new here? I'm sorry, I don't feel like that's an irrelevant question. Okay, I was the same person who was curious if people on the other side of the planet were standing upside down when I was little. All right, I want to know, flat Earth or round Earth, if it's on the other side, is it the opposite? So people in Australia, what's the moon doing over there? Can we do a social experiment? Yeah, it's one moon. I get that. Stop saying that. I know there's only one fucking moon. It spins. I know it's the same moon. My question is, if from New York, if it's new, meaning all black, on account of science and reflection from whatever, is it full on the other side of the Earth? Because of reflection and this fucking, I'm sorry, I don't feel like it's an unreasonable question. I don't. And I don't feel stupid for asking it either, because I was this many days old when I decided to ask that question. I've never fucking considered it before. Welcome to Moon in Sagittarius, ran by a Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? We're going to learn the things today. That's what we're going to do. All right. Anyhow, completely trying to get away from the fact that your soulmate's in your phone. Gross. All right. And you're all okay. It's an emperor and they're sexually motivated to see your ass. Yay. Okay, reading's over. Happy holidays. Oh, this might be like 3 or 4 o'clock. 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. In the Hierophant. This person could be like physically near you. Maybe not like near you, but like near you. Like, let's say you're at one store, they're at the other, or you're at this house, they're at that house. They feel near you. I don't know why, but they are. Just cut the deck to the Milky Way. I was going to say it feels like they're going to shoot their shot, but it doesn't feel like they're going to do that. It feels more like it's a sure thing. And they're like, what's up? What you doing later? Right? But there's something about the way, the importance in this is that, did we just do on the moons? We were talking about perfect love and perfect trust. And somebody was like, I know that this thing is, and so it will be, right? And here you have them going, let me tell you something. When you manifest shit and you like are reading about how to do it and trying to do the understanding, all right, when it actually happens, it does make your eyes open real wide. Like, oh, fuck. Like the first time you hear your spirit guides respond to you. Neat. It's neat, all right? And this person is sexually motivated, but that might just be who they are. They are a stallion. They thrive on that. But they're also a motivated person. And they could be like in a place right now, because even the masculine in this picture is behind some kind of barrier. Like an electric fence. And they are just gonna, because there is actually other people in this picture. They're in the shadow, And it's like, raw. They like, raw. It's like, let me tell you something. A stallion is a huge creature. It's really big. Have you ever got up close to a horse? They are huge. And they are never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna. Whoa, what's the words? It's masculine. They could be clean cut or mostly. They could have like they could have a smaller beard. But I mean, they miss you. Balance. Okay, you know how I was saying that this person is like sexually motivated because they're a giant creature? Okay. Oh, we have the answer. It's the same. Okay, so in the UK. See? I'm happy to know that. It's the same all over the world. Even with time differences and everything. See, that's neat. Anywho, I was saying this person is sexually motivated. They might see you with talking to another person. They can like snip it out. They're all. Because there's 2 men here, maybe even 3. And 1 bride. We have J, K, S, M, F, A, fucking Q, and C, and E. All these. She's just standing there. This maiden. Like, it's almost like if we were talking about like the new moon, someone was having perfect love and perfect trust for this one thing. Okay. And so she's just standing there. Oh, that's what I was saying on the new moons. The recipe for making milkshakes is to do nothing. There you go. You can file that in with your mama's cake. The recipe for milkshakes and having it bring the boys to the yard is to do nothing. Just go about your day. You can wonder all you like and talk to your bitches all you like, but that is the key. You know how many fucking years it took to fucking learn that recipe? Many. But let me tell you something. There's boys all over my yard. Literally. Okay. Anyhow, here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially. But it's like the one that is the one that makes her open her eyes and look forward. Right? Even both of these images, her eyes she might have beautiful eyes, like really, really pretty eyes. But in both of these images, she opens her eyes and looks forward because it gets her attention. This is the one. That's the thing, is when you make the milkshakes and it brings the boys to the yard, you don't have to like every single boy that's in your yard. And she doesn't. All right, but she's unbothered. But this one is the one that can get her to open her eyes and look up. This particular one. And they're sexually motivated, yes, but it's like, stop it with the competition. But I don't think that's my point. That's how you make the milkshakes. You don't do anything at all. She's not fucking with these people. And they're all getting uncomfortable in her silence. She's just living her best life. making food and doing the, maybe it smells really good outside your house because you're doing all the cooking. And they're all literally sniffing around. What you got going? Hey, mama. What you got going on in there? Deviled eggs. Oh, I can't wait. Pumpkin pie. I feel like fucking Templeton from Charlotte's Web. I want to dance in the food and sing about it. It makes me happy. Okay. You guys have seen it. I'm the one that eats the pies from the inside out. They only taste good that way. I don't know why. Okay, so we have this person here. The one who can make you do that rolls in on the internet, not on the phone. That's the one that can do it. She goes, I can't stop. Like, it really does. It feels like it opens your eye. Perhaps you might need to take a deep breath before you respond to this person, right? Wipe the deviled egg off your face before you text back. It's a message. It's a green light to move forward and to like continue whatever. Now, what is it about these other characters over here? Because these are, you just might be getting a bunch of texts. People might be contacting you. People might be going in and out. But she's not doing anything. She's certainly not doing anything wrong, right? She's just hanging out. Who are these other people? Five of Wands. People in the Chariot. People she's moved on from. She's not really fucking with them anymore. Not going to compete with them. Not going to be in their competition with them. That's my point. She's not doing anything. She's not responding to these people. There's only one. It's a King of Swords. Sorry, I totally just spaced out just now. Okay, what is it that they do that makes her pop her eyes open? Because you have a lot of like messages here, but you also have a little bit of disappointment. And somebody is asleep. 6 of Cups. Yeah, obviously, because that's the one. If they were to reach out, she would wake up asleep, asleep, asleep in every one of these pictures. So maybe throughout the day, you're having all of these interactions with all these other people and you're not fucking with them. You're not paying attention to them. You're not even worried about what they think about anything. And then you go to sleep alone. And you might have a little cry. Because we were talking about the perfect love and perfect trust, but what makes her open her eyes? The Nine of Wands and the Star. Somebody might have to sit up and like rub their eyes. They can't believe what they are seeing. And there's the world, the world, the world. I mean, it's an unexpected reconciliation from the fucking, what we would have in 2020 called the Wounded Warrior. Okay, for whatever reason, for a while we liked the Nine of Wands guy. But this is some kind of soul connection. They're the ones that make you open your eyes. This is the one that you would crawl out of bed for to talk to. It feels frustrating. It feels irritating. It feels like This could be just they're a hermit and then they're not. And then they are, and then they're not, and then they are, and then they're not, except it feels like also that they don't necessarily owe you anything. Like you're not in a relationship with this person. You're just a soulmate with this person. And people are like, just a soulmate. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of soulmates. I mean, you're intended to learn something with this person. But my point is that in this current moment, with this one that can make you open your eyes and look forward, you are not in a relationship with them, even if you want to be. But they are showing up. But it feels frustrating because it's like, it might not be fluid. It might not be, this person could have like a perfect jawline. It's just so nice. This person could have like shaggy hair. If it's a guy, hold on, I need to clear off some of this energy off the table because I don't know where this has gone. It's like it's frustrating. I think the main point of what I'm getting at here is this is the one person who can make you open your eyes and they do something that causes you to do that. And in the meantime, you have these other interactions with people. 9 of Cups, they're being awesome. You're getting offers, you're getting, they're contacting you, they're complimenting you, bringing you things. But she's a hermit. And it does kind of feel like holding out for one specific person, but why? Why? Actually, let me get an oracle on that. Why does she hold out for this one? She literally might not sleep with anybody else except this one person, and she hardly ever sees them. Because if this particular maiden is only sleeping with one person, it's because that particular person is the one that nourishes her in that department the way that she wants to be nourished. It's almost like if she were to sleep with these other people, it might be a little bit of a waste of time, right? Now, that doesn't have to be the case for everyone. It could be, some kind of something, nourishment. They don't nourish your mind the way that you like. Conversation with these other people is difficult. It's not fluid. It doesn't flow. But with this one, it does. It feels like she gets very little of it. Very little. And then I just crack the deck open to self-reflection, and that could be that you guys are mirrors for each other. That could be equally reciprocated across the board, that it's like that. And then I'm pulling fear and action. Maybe she just releases all expectations from this person. It's almost like she doesn't expect them to come forward anymore. That's my point. That's the recipe for making milkshakes. She's detached. She's not attached to an outcome. She expects no outcome from this one. But she knows that in at least one department, they win. Okay, so let me get all this energy off the table. I don't even know. I think I totally just switched up how I just went off channeling right there. It's not really any exacting actions that's going to happen. It feels like the energy of the people around you for the day. There's only one. Okay, this is going to be overnight. Somebody could be meditating, like really, 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 really meditating. Fruition, again. Fruition again. It feels like someone goes to bed by themselves, right? And they go into this like meditative place. It might be like a sleep track or something like that puts them to sleep really well, and they're just trying to heal themselves, and something comes to fruition. And then you have the hot moon. They want to come see you. Somebody could have a window like right next to their bed. Like their bed might be underneath the window. And you're like, yes. Like it feels somebody's like, yes. Super grateful for this. Okay. It feels like sorry to keep you waiting so long. All right. Some kind of extremes that you were hoping for come to fruition. And you're really, really, really grateful for that. So it might be I don't know where I said this might be, and then absolutely just completely spaced out. All right, so somebody's laying, doing whatever. It's a King of Swords, 7 of Swords, 6 of Cups, 8 of Rods. This person might be into like weaponry, like samurai swords and shit. And they could have just great lips. You love their lips. But you're all, that's the octopus. You absolutely wrap yourself around this person. You guys could be like listening to music or whatever, but they reach out to you. They want to see you. And if you watch the daily moons, okay, we were talking about, what was it? Perfect love and perfect trust. But it was the actions that happened was there was a masculine who gets in some kind of fight or some kind of toxic situation or just has a really bad day listening to stuff they didn't want to listen to. And it's like they go to this place where they feel protected. I mean, look at the 7 of Swords. They hop right in your arms and you grab them back. You might be able to tell that they're down in the dumps and that they're just kind of being, they might tell you some things about burdens that they have. And they can be laying back. Somebody can have their hands on their chest like this and they're just talking to you. And it feels peaceful. It just feels like a peaceful time. And they could even lay their head on you. And it feels like you're just listening to them. It feels like have a drink, kick your shoes off, come on in, let me, whatever, the star heal you. This person's really comfortable with you. You both could be air signs or have air in your chart. You could have a conversation about a ring. In every one of these images, she has a huge ring on. And Two of Cups, and it's an Ace of Cups. And they're like, okay. This person is letting you in. They can have tattoos all over. But they're like, okay. It feels fair. It's like whatever is said about this, the ring, and what's a ring? Okay. Whenever you say stuff in divination, we're talking about signs and symbols. So if I'm saying it's a ring, what's a ring in divination? It's a eternal loop. It's a commitment. It's a connection. You know, it doesn't have to be somebody goes out to Tiffany's today and buys a big ass ring. It feels like a conversation about something that could head in that direction. And they're saying, okay, it feels peaceful. And sweet. And it's like, be here now, but this is like your future, whatever, and you're surprised. It's just they're so fucking sad. And you guys, don't get me wrong, you have extremes here, and this is, it gets sweaty, okay? It's athletic. You have that in this, but I don't think that's the point. It feels like a surrender. I'm getting older too. So I take my love and take it down. Climb the mountain and I turn around. Well, maybe. What the fuck? I don't even know where I went with that. Get it off my table. It just feels like they're saying, okay. What time do you like leave? So you might have on like a leather jacket. 0, like midnight. You're there for like 2 hours. Maybe one. Just a couple hours. It doesn't feel like a whole overnight whatever. It feels like a visit with someone that you are initially dating. And you have a good time. I don't even know where I fucking went with this. I'm going to have to rewatch this entire thing. Oh, I just dropped a whole deck of cards on the floor. Okay, so safety blanket moment, I guess. I don't know where I'm going with this. All right. This is going to be first thing in the morning. Wait, I suddenly feel like I need the dragons. I need to get out the dragons. Yikes. What does that mean? Calling in the big guns? Seven of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Page of Swords. This is like a mama bear moment. She's got 2 little dragons with her. Queen of Cups and Strength. But somebody has the ability to like get you to calm down. They're like, calm down. They're not afraid of your ass. They have armor on. Death. And the Empress. And the Ace of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune. What the fuck is going on? It feels like you're all blah in the middle of stuff. Is tomorrow Thanksgiving? What day is it? It feels like things are taking too long and you're like, this could even be somebody in the kitchen. Like, get out. Don't be up in here. I'm trying to get out of the deviled eggs. And someone could be sticking their finger in the food. Like, fucking stop it. All right. But then I don't know what this is. What are we waiting for? The Devil. Okay, you're waiting for somebody to show up. There could be a black vehicle, a white vehicle, an orange one, or like a burgundy one. You're waiting for somebody to show up to like just rain on your absolute parade. That's what you're looking forward to. Like it's like you know that might happen. That there's at least one person that's going to be around that you're like having to brace yourself for. But they are in a very festive spirit. They are like, it's like they are trying to be on their best behavior. That's what they're doing. On purpose. Because it feels like it's fucking chaos. I was like, wow, there's dragons everywhere. Okay, you could have a whole house full of dragons. Big rowdy people that break things and are hard on furniture and all kinds of stuff, and it feels like chaos. And then at the same time, you're bracing for this energy to come over and be in your space for a while, and they are on their best behavior. 9 of Cups. And you have like a great time. And then you might have this like both of you might have a nostalgia attack. I think I said something about that on the Aries reading, where you're like, this is, this masculine could have really, really, really long hair. 6 of Cups. And then while this is going on, you might get a text. You're like, they're not at your house. There's another, it's like enter another. I'm like flying through time frames. I don't know how this reading is going. It's not split up like I normally do anymore. It's just kind of all over the place. It feels like it's a continual loop. I'm just reading through the day and what I see, and it's just not split up. But in the meantime, you get this text from this other person, the Hierophant, that you're like betrothed to spiritually. And they reach out. They might see you with the other people. Did we say something about that earlier too? And they just want to make sure that you're still on, or you're still good, or you're still, because you're not talking to them. It's like, how come they didn't fucking text me yet? They might check their phone all day. But listen, fellas, if you're feeling nostalgic on Thanksgiving and you're expecting a woman who's cooking for an army to text you, you need to not be like that. Okay, ask what we forgot from the store and leave us alone. Talk at dinner, right? She's an empress. Exactly. Ace of Wands and Wheel of Fortune, they want her. there. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. You are my angel. That's my point. They're. How come you haven't texted me all fucking day? That was Angel by Massive Attack. She was busy. What do they do after that? Three of Cups. You might have to go somewhere. And there's like, you have to go like up and up and up and up and up. Maybe it's their work. You want to come see me at work? King of Swords. Justice could be a Libra, or they could have like an official job in the universe, and they could have the prettiest eyes ever. And the High Priestess in the Tower, and it's like, and just now my kids got home, I have to go. But it's there's something special that happens here. I hate to leave it like that. What is this? High Priestess Tower, because there's something about their eyes, and you're looking at them, and it's like a big moment. What is it? It's your dear friend. It's transformation, it's change, it's a tower, it's all kinds of things. I'm live. All right, can we get one card, please, for what is the like solution for all of this? Surrender. Just let it happen. Don't try to surrender and accept. Whatever this is, just let it happen. All right, can we get one card, please, for how we're going to be leaving? See, Nine of Swords, that's the point. Just surrender. Don't question. Whatever this is happening for a reason. I'm going to have to go back and watch it because I'm not entirely certain where this went. It's a big tower moment. It feels like this whole day feels like a bunch of eye-opening experiences. Okay, so I probably won't be back on until tomorrow night, though, all right? And I'm going to leave it there. Until next time, bye.